Welcome to day 1 of Navaratri and this Durga Devotional. For the next 9 nights, we will be journeying into the Shakti or power of Durga, the Hindu mother goddess of the universe. Navaratri is a Hindu festival honoring the divine feminine. Navaratri is a Sanskrit word for 9 nights. For 9 nights and 10 days, the universal mother goddess of the Hindu pantheon known as Durga will be called upon, worshipped, and celebrated. This is a sacred time of ritual worship, prayer, devotion, spiritual practice, fasting, dancing, and honoring of the Divine Mother Goddess Shakti in her limitless expressions and infinite power. Each of the 9 nights of Navaratri honors a specific aspect of the Mahadevi. For Durga is the Queen of heaven and earth, alive in every particle of creation. It is she who guards and protects the sacred balance of the cosmos. Durga is the paradoxical goddess that is life, death, and rebirth. She rules the cycles of creation, destruction, and regeneration. She is an ancient goddess that has been worshipped for over 11,000 years and is still alive and thriving today. Navaratri begins today on the new moon following the September equinox. The festivals and celebrations honoring the Supreme Goddess coincide with the fall and spring equinoxes, as well as the summer and winter solstices, and take place during the moon's waxing phase. The moon is symbolic of the changing faces and phases of the goddess and her cyclical nature. Ancient practices of ritual worship include calling her through chanting her sacred names in the form of mantra, making offerings, singing, dancing, fasting, and meditating on her. As the Divine Mother of creation, Durga is fierce compassion in action. She is both dark light, the heavenly hell that knows what must die in order for love to reign. Durga is the power, the love, and the victory of good over evil. As a warrior goddess, she is a protector and represents the triumph of consciousness over ignorance. Durga's fierceness in battle comes from a deep compassion, leading her to protect us from external harm, with the ferocity of a lioness guarding her cubs. She is also said to be the power behind spiritual awakening. She represents the empowerment that enables us to stand in our truth. And, as with most of the deities, Durga has multiple names and manifestations. Durga is the holy trinity of Shakti in Hindu and Tantric mythology. She is the mother of creation, preservation, and destruction. In her triple goddess aspect, she is known as Mahakali, the destroyer, Mahalakshmi, the preserver, and Saraswati, the creator. Each of the 9 nights are divided into 3 nights of devotion to each of these respective goddesses. These 9 nights serve as a sacred container and alchemical cauldron to deepen into our inner shadows and transmute that which is ready to die. Durga is the slayer of demons. She brings death to the false self, the fears, doubts, worries, illusions, and delusions. She shows us where we are ignorant and teaches us with fierce love how to alchemize our shadows into the light of our truth, of our intentions, of our purity, of our inner radiance. I invite you to call upon the energy of Goddess Durga as a protector, guardian, beloved queen, and invincible warrioress. She is a fortress. This is an opportunity to face the dark aspects of the self, look at our shadows, stand face to face with our demons, conquer our fears, and bring ourselves fully to the alchemical fires of divine Rajas, which Goddess Durga embodies and personifies. Take a moment to pause, center, and notice where you may be out of balance, misaligned, wavering, unsteady, disempowered, feeling into defeat. Surrender to the divine goddess that lives within you as the Mahadevi Durga herself and ask, what shadows and limiting beliefs am I ready to be done with? What stories and past conditionings, old hurts and wounds are ready to burn? Where am I being ignorant and believing a false narrative? Where am I at war within myself? What is ready to be slain for greater love, truth, freedom, and harmony to conquer? What does that victory look like for me, and how can I embody and express that in my life now? I'm going to quote Sally Kempton in her book Awakening Shakti to remind us that Goddess Durga is the force in the transformative process. Durga Shakti gives you the power to face the parts of yourself that are in the way of your evolution in every sense of the word. In her most secret and inward manifestation, Durga is the power behind radical spiritual awakening. She is the Shakti that descends into us and ignites the subtle body, beginning a process that can eventually change the way we think, feel, and see ourselves and the world. In the Tantric traditions, this awakening is called Shaktipat, the descent of Shakti. It's an extraordinary mystical process in which Shakti from above meets Shakti from below and sets in motion the Kundalini, the so-called coiled inner energy that orchestrates the dance of internal revolution. The Tantric traditions tell us that Kundalini is the inner form of the goddess, and that when the human body forms, it holds both the divine dynamicism of the goddess and the transcendent spirit of the divine masculine principle. The awakening of Kundalini is actually the awakening of the goddess's powers within the human body, and it may be the most radically transformative event in one's life. In the goddess traditions, what we call the awakening of Kundalini is the moment when the goddess decides to show you her liberating face. So this is the invitation. This is the Tantric awakening. It is important to remember that there is no right way to honor the divine feminine. There are infinite expressions of the goddess and infinite ways of celebrating her. What is most important is your devotion and intention to connect with her. For the next 9 nights, I invite you to work with the goddess through your own prayers and heart's devotions. And you do that first by calling her in. See her, feel her, ask her to reveal herself to you, as you, through you, chant her name, her sacred mantra. Meditate on her form, expression, the energy, the archetypes. Dance with her. I will be sharing tantric practices to awaken and embody her Shakti within yourself, as well as insights into the sacred mythology, symbolism, and archetypal power expressed and embodied within Durga, Kali, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. You may wish to create an altar, to dance, to journal, to move with the energy that is present and awakening within you now. Tune into the vessel that you are. Prepare to empty out, clear space, so you can be filled by her love and grace. This is my offering in devotion to Durga and in honor of the 9 nights of Navaratri. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be.